Hi, kindergartners. Welcome to your TV classroom. Today is Tuesday, December 15th, and we're going to have fun today. Before we get started, let's take a check on our feelings. How are you doing today? How are your emotions feeling? How does your body feel? How does your brain feel? I'm feeling a little yellowish green. I'm getting kind of sleepy, but my brain's kind of going wiggle woggle, and I'm ready to learn though. I'm okay. I'm like a bluish yellow greeny color. What are you today? All right, if you need to take some deep breaths to be ready to learn, go ahead and do that while you gather your materials. Today you will need your whiteboard and pen, your learning buddy, and 10 counters. All right, let's take a look. True or false? Now, what do you see here? Yeah, I see a number, then some cubes, and then another number. This says 5 plus 2 more is the same as 3. If I have the number 5 and I add 2 more, will I get 3? No. So if it's false, we go wah, wah. You do it. Wah, wah. False. Oh, how many cubes are in the stack? Let's count and find out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 plus 5 is the same as 10. Is that true or false? Ding, 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 ding. It's true. 1 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 plus 6 is the same as 7. True or false? Ding, 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 ding. It's true. 6 and 1 more is 7. 3 plus 2 is the same as 5. 3, 4, 5. Is that true or false? Ding, 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 ding. It's true. 4 plus 2 is the same as 2. 4, 5, 6. Is that the same as 2? Wah, wah. That's false. Today we are learning to find how many more we need to make 10. Now, before we play a game, we're going to look at number pairs to 10. This first one says 7 and 3 make 10. If I have 6, how many more do I need to make 10? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 6 and what make 10? 6 and 4 make 10. Great job. Can you figure out what we put with 2 to make 10? I'm going to give you 30 seconds. You can build or draw. What is missing here to make 10? 2 and what make 10? Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How many dots did I draw? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 and 8 make 10. Now, friends, Mr. Kevin's going to keep this PowerPoint up, but he's going to bring up our whiteboard because we are going to play a game. In this cup, I have the red and yellow counters. I'm going to shake them up And Mr. Kevin will need to see that whole white square. I'm going to shake them up and I'm going to dump them out. There are 10 counters, and so we have to figure out what are our 2 parts to make 10. How many yellows do we have? 1 yellow. How many reds do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, how could I figure that out without counting? Maybe you know this one. 1 and 9 make 10. 1 and 9 make 10. Can you write that on your board? Write this. 1 plus 9 makes 10. Oh, look at that. Okay, reset. Okay, Mr. Counters, back in the cup you go. Okay, are you ready? Shake, 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 shake. Woo! Oh no, one of them landed on the floor, but I'm gonna look and see. It's red. And instead of get up and go down there, I have some spares back here. It was red. Okay, yellows first. How many yellows do you see? 7 yellows. Very good. 7. That's funny looking. Let's fix that, shall we? That was really weird, wasn't it? 7 plus, how many reds do you see? 3. Who thinks they can say that in a sentence? Ready? Here you go. Excellent. You should have said 7 and 3 make 10. Okay, here we go. Okay, are you ready to count? Let's shake first. Shake, 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 shake. All right. Let's see. What did we get this time? What partner of 10 did we make? Oh my. Ooh, who knows? How many yellows? Oh, I didn't reset. Make sure to reset your board. How many yellows? 5. If there's 5 yellows, then there's 5 reds. It's a double. Here we go. 5 and 5 make 10. One of our friends of 10. 5 and 5 make 10. Write the equation on your board. Go ahead, write it. 5 and 5 make 10. Great job. Okay, let's reset. Here we go. Erase. Bloop. All right, little counters, here you go. In the cup, in the cup, in the cup. This is something you can play at home. If you have 2 colored counters and you have a cup, or you could draw on maybe like some cardboard from a box and color some counters on one side one color and on the other side the other color with markers. And then put them in a cup and go shake, 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 shake. And then, but they have to have 2 colors on them, one on each side. Okay, let's see. Ooh, what are the partners we found to make 10? How many yellows? 6. How many reds? 4. Who thinks they can say the sentence? You want to do it, Pebble? 6 and 4 make 10. Did he have it? 6 and 4 are friends of 10. Woo! Nice job, Pebble. Nice job. Okay, did you say it? You try it. Very good. Okay. Here we go. It's like a little conveyor belt. Shall we shake? Shake, you shake, you shake, 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 shake. Okay. 2, 3, 4. Wait a minute. We just had one like this. But it was different. But it was the same, but it was different. What do I mean by it was the same, but it was different? What was that, Mabel? They both have a 6 and a 4, but it's different because the colors are different. Before, yellow is 6, and this time yellow is 4. And last time red was 4, but this time red is 6. So it's not 6 and 4 make 10, it's 4 and 6 make 10. You say it with me. Very good. Write the equation on your board. 4 plus 6 makes 10. 4 and 6 are a friend of 10. They make 10. All right. Okay. Are you ready? Shake, 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 shake. Oh, we already had this one. Didn't we? 5 and 5. Okay, I'm not going to do that one again. We gotta find the ones we haven't had yet. Shake, 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 shake. Again! 5 and 5, okay. We gotta do it again. What are the ones we haven't had yet? I'm looking for 8 and 2. Have we done 3 and 7? So maybe 7 and 3. And 9 and 1. How many yellows? 3. How many reds? Does anyone know without counting what's the friend that goes with 3 to make 10? Oh, someone said it. 7. Say it with me. 3 and 7 make 10. Nice job. Okay, we're going to do one more. Maybe 2. Ready? Shake, shake.
It's not your friend this time.
Well,
You're looking for 8 and 2.
I know. Come on, 8 and 2. Here we go. You ready? Nope. Not 8 and 2. Try again. Is it 8 and 2? Nope. Nope. Okay. That's 6 and 4 again. Here we go. Ooh. Ah, so close. It's magic.
Wow.
All right. How many yellows? 8 yellows. 2 reds. 8 plus 2 equals 10. Let's say it. 8 and 2 makes. Very good. All right. Now, Mr. Kevin, we don't. Perfect. They give us one partner, and we've got to find the other one. I wonder if you can remember from our counter cup game which partner went with 4 to make 10. Oh, do you remember? 4 and, yes, 4 and 6 make 10. Okay. What about 5? 5 and 5 make 10. And the last one. 1 and 1 and 9 make 10. Very good, friends. All right. For your assignment today, you get to play the cup and counter game. Now, if you don't have a cup and counter at home, that's okay. You can just draw 4 different ways to make 10 using 2 different colored crayons. Okay? All right. Today we learned to find how many more we need to make 10. We built the part, we counted the part we knew, right? And we counted on to find the part we didn't know. And then we said blank and blank make 10, right? Great job, kindergartners. Now, before you go on your break, you will need to make sure you have your whiteboard and marker and your learning buddy ready to go for Miss Oslin. So have a great break, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.
Rules. 1. You have 10 seconds to pick your crewmate. 2. A new timer will appear with an exercise for the crewmate you picked. 3. You will get 10 points for each correct crewmate and exercise you choose. 4. If you pick the imposter, you will lose all your points. 5. See how many points you can get. Good luck.
Who the heck are you?
What are you talking about? I'm Santa Claus.
No, you're not. Who the heck are you?
What are you talking about? I'm Santa Claus.
No, you're not. heck are you?
What are you talking about? I'm Santa Claus.
No, you're not. Who the heck are you?
What are you talking about? I'm Santa Claus.
No, you're not. Who the heck are you?
What are you talking about? I'm Santa Claus.
No, you're not.
Hi, kindergartners. Welcome back from your break. I'm so glad that you're here today for literacy with Mrs. Oslin and Mr. Kevin. You should have your whiteboard and marker and your learning buddy. And today and every day, when we come together, your job is to listen, share, and read and write. Remember, active listening posture. Do this with me. Eyes watching, ears listening, voice quiet, body still. And even if you're showing active listening posture, you still might need to remind yourself to focus. Use positive self-talk. Focus, self-focus. Now, are you ready to warm up your brains, reminding yourself all the letters that we have learned so far this school year? we're going to sing our alphabet song, and you'll remember that you need to really be looking at those letters so that your brain is making that connection between what they look like and what you call them, so that you can do what's called, are you ready for a really big word? Transfer your knowledge into your books. So you'll see your letters on this chart, you'll know what they're called, and then when you go to read, you'll be like, oh, there's an A. Are you ready? Here we go.
Ready.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with us?
Us.
I changed it at the end there. All right. We are learning to own more letters. We have learned so many letters and we're not done yet. So let's keep going. You'll remember how to learn a letter is we name it, we sound it, we write it, and we use it. First step, how to learn a letter is we name it. I have a surprise for Mr. Kevin.
Oh. Woohoo!
Name this letter. This letter's name is K. Name this letter.
K.
Yay! This is a lowercase k. Name this letter. K. We're also going to learn the letter X. Name this letter X. And this is a lowercase x. Name this letter X. The second thing we do when we learn a letter is we sound it. We say the sound that it makes. K says K, like key, kangaroo, and Kevin. Sound K. K. This is a tricky one. X says X. It's like a KS blended together. X. And the tricky thing is, there aren't many words that start with X where it says X. So when we are learning X, this is the only letter we'll do this with. We're going to listen for X at the end of a word instead of at the beginning. But I think we can handle it. X says X, like box and six. X. X says X, sound X. X. The third thing we do is we write it. So you will need your whiteboard and your marker. And remember, when we use our whiteboard marker, we always plug in the cap so we don't lose it. Also, practice saying the letter formation pathways with me. That will help you better own these letters so you can write them in a snap. The letter K, capital K, is a letter that is tall. So we say pens up, line down, up and over a scooch, slanted line in to about halfway, slanted line out. This is a capital K. Now a lowercase k looks very similar. It is also a letter that is tall, so we say pens up, line down, and then it's up and over a scooch halfway up. So a capital K, we would come up here. A lowercase k, we're going to come halfway up. And we say slanted line in, slanted line out. Capital and lowercase k. Let's practice writing those another time because they can be kind of tricky. All right, capital K. Pens up, line down, up and over a scooch, slanted line in, slanted line out. A lowercase k, pens up, line down, up and over a scooch, halfway up, slanted line in, slanted line down. Or out, excuse me, K. An X. Capital X is a letter that is tall, so pens up, slanted line down, slanted line down. Just crosses right in the middle. A lowercase x is formed the same way, but it's a letter that is small. So we say pens out, slanted line down, slanted line down. X, X. Let's practice those one more time because these are new letters to us. So capital X is a letter that is tall. So pens up, slanted line down, slanted line down. And a lowercase x is a letter that is small. So pens out, slanted line down, slanted line down. X says X. Now you are going to practice using these letters today in your reading and your writing. That was so quick. We are learning to own more letters. We are learning to own the letters K and X today. Now, let's go back and review all the letters that we have learned so far. And I want you really paying close attention to how quickly and carefully doing your best handwriting, but how quickly you can write these letters because you've been doing it hopefully every day. And you should have what's called muscle memory, which means your hands should be getting to know how to write these letters without your brain really even thinking about it. So we start with a capital A. A says A and A says A. Pens up, slanted line down, slanted line down, connect in the middle. Lowercase a, pens out, bump back around, line up and down. These are the letters A. A says A and A says A. B. B says B. B is a letter that is tall, so pens up, line down, back up, bump around, bump around. Lowercase b is also a letter that is tall, and it also says B. Pens up, long line down, back up a scooch, bump around. You'll remember B has the bump on the front, this side, like a belly. Erase. D. D says D. It's a letter that's tall, so pens up, line down, back up, big bump around. Lowercase d says D. Pens out, bump back around and stop, line up, line back down. D says D, and the bump is on the back like a D, diaper. Erase. Next letter, this is one of our new ones, F. F says F. It's a letter that's tall, so pens up, line down, back up, little line out, and out. Lowercase f, hook from the top and line down, little line across. F. F says F. Next letter. Are you keeping up with me? Awesome. Here we go. Capital I. Pens up, line down, little line across the bottom. I says I, and I says I. Lowercase I, pens out, line down, float a dot above. I says I says I. Name this letter. Sound this letter. J says J. Good. It's a letter that is tall, so pens up. Line down and hook up. Line across the top. And you know what? I'm going to redo that one because I want to make sure that we see the difference between a tall capital J and a falling lowercase j. So here I go. Okay. Pens up, line down, hook up, line across the top. And then a lowercase j says j, and it starts in the middle. Pens out, line down below and hook up, float a dot above. Oh, here's our new one. Name this letter. K. Sound this letter. K. Good. Here we go. Pens up. Line down. Up and over a scooch. Slanted line in. Slanted line out. Here's our lowercase k. Name this letter. K. Sound this letter. K. Good. Pens up. Line down. Up and over a scooch, halfway up, slanted line in, slanted line down, or out, excuse me. I keep doing that. Next letter. This is the letter L. L says ol. Pens up, line down, little line out. Lowercase l is a letter that's tall. It also says ol. Pens up, line down. Erase. Next letter. Name this letter. Sound this letter. M says M. Good. Pens up. Line down. Back to the top. Slanted line down. Slanted line up. Line down. Lowercase m is a letter that is small. So we say pens out. Line down. Back up. Bump around, and down. Erase. Next letter. Name this letter. N. Sound this letter. N. A capital N is a letter that is tall. Pens up, line down, back up, slanted line down, line up. Lowercase n is a letter that is small, so pens out, line down, back up, bump around, and down. Erase. Next letter. This is another one of our new ones. This is the letter P. P says P. Name this letter. P. Sound this letter. P. A capital P is a letter that's tall, so pens up, line down, back up, bump around. A lowercase p is a letter that falls, so we say pens out, line down below, back up, bump around. See how a capital P and a lowercase p are shaped similarly, but the lowercase p sits on the bottom line and falls below. Capital R. R says R. Pens up, line down, back up, bump around, slanted line down. Lowercase r is a letter that is small. Pens out, line down, back up, tiny turn, and stop. Erase. We're almost done. What are we going to do when we know all the letters? Are we going to practice all of them? Oh my goodness. Oh, okay, here we go. S. S says S. And this is a capital S. It's a letter that's tall, so pens up, bump around, slide down, bump around the other way, stop. Make sure you follow the arrows and you go that way first. That arrow. Next letter is a lowercase s, so pens out, going that way, bump around, slide down, bump around the other way, stop. Erase. T. T says T. Pens up, line down, line across the top. Lowercase t is also a letter that is tall. Pens up, line down, little line across. Erase. V? V says V. Here we go. Pens up, slanted line down, slanted line up. Lowercase v has the same shape, but it's a letter that is small. Pens out, slanted line down, slanted line up. These are the letters V. V says V. Oh, here's our new one. Name this letter X. Sound this letter X. Capital X is a letter that is tall, so pens up, slanted line down, and slanted line down. Lowercase x is a letter that is small, so pens out, slanted line down, slanted line down. This is the letter X, and X says X. Whew, that was a lot of letters. Before I tell you what I want your independent work to be today, I want you to take a moment and practice writing your name on your whiteboard as quickly and as neatly as you can. As you write the letters, make sure you say the letter formation pathway to help your brain and your fingers remember what to do. Here we go. You write your name, I'll write my name. Pens up, line down, back up, slanted line down, slanted line up, line down. Pens out, line down, up, bump around, and stop. Pens out, bump around, slide down, bump around the other way, stop. Line down, float a dot above, line down, up, bump around, down. Are you noticing that you're getting faster and faster at writing your name, and probably neater and neater, and you probably don't have to think about the letter formation pathways as much as you did at the beginning of the school year? That's because you've worked so hard and you're owning more and more letters. Now, take care of your materials, erase your whiteboard, and make sure you put the cap on your marker so it clicks shut. Now, your independent work that you are going to do today is to read. You're going to look for all of those letters that you know in your books. You're going to look at the pictures, and you're going to find things in the pictures that start with the sounds that you know. You're also going to practice writing your name, drawing your pictures, labeling your pictures. That means writing letters next to the objects in your pictures that tells what they are. Also, you're going to write some sentences, write stories, write your lists. Now, tomorrow we will have a special video created for us by our Tacoma Fire Department crew number 1. They're going to tell us about the day in the life of a firefighter. They're going to answer some questions and go over some fire safety tips for us. Then on Wednesday, January 6th, we'll have Quabi and Simon from the Peace Bus. So excited to have them here to sing and tell stories all about peace and friendship. And then on Wednesday, January 13th, Tawana Nobles, who is the president and CEO of the Tacoma Urban League. She's also a director for the University Place School Board, and she was recently elected to our Washington State Senate. She'll be here with Mrs. Wally and I, answering some questions and telling us all about her amazing story and what she does for us as residents and citizens of Tacoma. Now, your affirmation, the positive self-talk that we are going to use today, is just reflecting about all the work that you have done to learn and own so many letter names and sounds is, I am a hard worker, because you R. Let's say it together. I am a hard worker. Wonderful job today, kindergartners. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you back here in our TV classroom tomorrow. Bye.
Hey kids, we want to see your work. Just send your pictures and your stories to TV Classroom, 601 South 8th Street, Tacoma, Washington, 98405.